Welcome to another Sparring Breakdown, guys. Today we're going against Crew Ryan and Crew Aaron. Also, guys, watch the end because Crew Aaron explains his technique to go against taller opponents. Both my crews are shorter than me, so I thought it'd be good to actually do a technique breakdown on what they do to close the distance on me. So if you guys look, punches in bunches. Crew Ryan likes to throw punches in bunches. What it does is the more punches and the more kicks you throw, the less easier it is to defend it. Most people have really good defense against short combos, but not longer combos. And longer combos actually allow you to inch in as you are punching or kicking. If you guys will see also, right, Crew Ryan likes to do a couple of sneaky techniques. Anytime you keep a long guard out, right, he likes to pull it out, pull it down with his lead hand, and throw it right overhands. So if you ever have a taller opponent always reaching their hand out for spacing, pull that thing down and hit them with a right overhand. Next thing, right, you'll also see that Crew Ryan likes to actually brace for kicks. And the reason he does this is because it allows him to actually inch in as you're retracting that foot from the kick, and you can get some combos in. You just got to make sure that you're not trying to absorb all the kicks on your arm, because eventually you could break them. But if the guy is not the best kicker, then it's also a good technique to go ahead and try to close the distance. Here we are working some of the clinch, guys. Guys, I'm still a learning practitioner of Muay Thai. I've only been doing it for around 6 months, so it is good to let me, it's always good to get some work with my crew, and I really like it because as experienced as he is, he also lets me work and let me get my time to really throw my offense out there as well. Here we are, guys, right? Balance. So one of the biggest things is you want to be balanced. So the only reason why he was able to kick me the second I kicked him is because he was balanced and he was able to actually go ahead and counter. And here we are, right? We were just working, guys. You got to make sure, right, if you are a shorter opponent, you always want to be balanced. Because if every single time I punch or I kicked Crew Ryan and he moved offline, or if he was unbalanced after I kicked him, then he would never be able to counter and close that distance, and I'd be able to just pretty much square off at a distance the whole time. Here we are just working, right? Crew Ryan, guys, you guys gotta understand, right? Crew Ryan could destroy me any single time he wants, but he just lets me work because this is just being a good sparring partner and being a good crew in general, a good coach in general. Here we are just working, right? Getting some more work in. I hit him with a head kick. He didn't really defend it well, so he pretty much acknowledged, you know, just gave me a little bit of sparring etiquette and just said, you know what, good job, and just kept it going. A lot of people get hit by a head kick, guys, and a lot of times your sparring partner will be not actually throwing the head kick 100%. And if you sweep them after catching a head kick, guys, it's not really the best sparring etiquette, so try to stay away from that. And here we are, right? We're still working. We're actually going to move on to round 2 with Crew Aaron. Crew Aaron is a little bit shorter, so his technique is a little bit more different. Crew Aaron is actually a fan of catching kicks and using sweeps or using the catch kick to close the distance instead of bracing for it. You'll see that he kind of does both because you always want to mix up your defensive techniques, but you'll also see that he's a bigger component of catching the kicks. And that's the thing, guys. There's many techniques to go against a taller opponent. There's not only just one technique. But here we are, right, just spacing. I'm trying to use my teeps to keep him at bay. I'm trying to use some jabs. And as you guys see, man, it's just being calm and composed. Sometimes you have to take one to give one. That's what my coach says. And as a shorter opponent, unfortunately, sometimes that is something you have to do. Here you are, right, still working. Beautiful Dutch block, right? Pretty much just timing the kick. You'll see, if you guys watch towards the end of the video, Crew Aaron explains exactly why he's able to do that on a consistent basis. And just to give you guys a little spoiler, he's pretty much baiting. Here we are, right? We're still working. And guys, Crew Aaron could have sweeped me at any time that he caught my leg. He just didn't because we weren't really working that type of sparring session. We were trying to stay on the feet and get some real work in. Nice 1, 2, 3 from Crew Aaron there. And guys, like I was saying earlier, man, when you throw the longer combinations, it's always tougher to defend. Most people know how to defend a jab cross, or even a roundhouse. But when you add those all together and add a couple more attacks after it, it's very hard to defend, even for somebody that's a little bit experienced. We are, right, just getting more good work with Crew Aaron. Appreciate all the support, guys. If you guys have been watching this long, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned for the video that's coming right up because Crew Aaron explains exactly his technique. So just stay tuned. I'm here with Crew Aaron. Crew Aaron. All right, guys. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. And I've had a few questions that you guys have been asking, pretty much, which is
how to go against a taller opponent, longer opponent. Obviously, I'm taller and longer, but if you guys just saw the sparring footage, then you'll see that he does a really good job of closing distance. And it doesn't really seem like I'm too tall sometimes. It seems like every time he comes in, I'm in range, or I guess you can probably explain it better.
Yeah, if I'm a lot shorter, I'm bigger too, so naturally I'm just lower.
You can talk, my mic's right here, so you can talk over here and it's fine.
What I do, I like to bait everything in. My stance, I make sure I'm heavy. I want you to look at my leg.
Yeah.
Let you know it's there, right?
Yeah.
When you take a shot, I look for the counter. Everything I do, I look for the counter. Because I'm a lot smaller, I have to look for counter big shots. Big guys, their goal is to keep them at bay.
Yeah, long jabs, long guard.
Use teeps.
Yeah, teeps, all that.
Here, I'm going to let you take your shot.
Right,
when you're confident, boom, I'm going to take that shot.
Yeah.
When you set up the low kick again, I'm going to go for it. Any body shot or up top. Anything to catch you off balance, really.
Gotcha. So you pretty much are going to, you're kind of given a bait, right?
Yeah.
So that's in this situation, your leg. And you're expecting leg kick so you can kind of absorb it.
Yep.
And since you're kind of baiting it already, you're kind of bracing for it anyway, so it's not going to hurt as bad.
Yeah.
And then you're looking for the counter.
Big shot. Look for a big shot. Anything catch you off balance, really.
So I also noticed that a lot of times it seems like you kind of keep your elbows out a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that to bait a body kick?
Yeah, of course, because I want to counter. I'm a counter fighter. That's what I like to do. I like to counter.
Okay.
Bait everything for you. That way, I want you to get confident in your shots.
Yeah.
For you to make a mistake. Really.
So if you turn, so I can see, so I can do my right leg here. So if I were to do a body kick, right?
Yeah.
I know that you have the trip, you have the sweep, and you have. Do you do where you like would just absorb it sometimes and just go for the punch?
The first kick, first and second kick, I'll let you get the kick down, right? I'll let you. Okay.
Boom.
You're successful, right? I'm gonna let you be successful again. I want you to get confident.
Boom.
Right?
Yeah. I'm feeling confident now. I'm out here. Yeah. Go for it again. Boom.
Time it.
Oh, okay.
Sweep it over.
Sweep it over. Okay.
Either time the second one or the third one, but you want to really bait everything in, make them get confident, and then destroy the confidence after.
So obviously we have an open mat here, but if there's a ring and if it was closed off, would you work on cornering?
Yeah, for sure. I'll put them into the corner because why? I'm more confident here.
Yeah.
I have shorter hands. You have longer hands. When you're out here, I can't really touch you. You're like your hands out there, right?
Yeah, of course. If I have it out here, then I have more range. Exactly.
I'd rather close the distance and make it dirty.
Okay, so pretty much you would say the best way to fight a taller person is to look for the counters, maybe bait.
Yep.
Okay, and movement, right? So I know Muay Thai a lot of times doesn't have the best movement.
Yeah.
But what do you do to counter? Do you just stay more stagnant, just make sure you're solid?
I parry one or a slip. I slip, parry. I parry or I don't do more than 2 slips for sure. Okay. Knee come up or kick come up.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Parry or slip or 1-2.
So if I was just out here, right, I'm a taller player and I just wanted to throw out the jab the whole time.
Yeah.
What would be your go-to? So if I just
you throw your jab,
boom.
The first one.
Yep.
Not close the distance.
Oh, okay.
I'll just step right and make it dirty.
So you slip in. Yeah. Gotcha.
You just gotta find the timing, really.
Okay. So can you just show them one more time because that was good. So I'll throw boom, right? You parrying it, and then the second one going in and then doing whatever you got to do. Oh, if you could break it down, if you're going against the taller opponents, pretty much you either want to bait to counterpunch, right, or you want to start getting good with the slips and pretty much timing a slip and letting them get confident with maybe getting a couple successful hits, right? So if I felt good, right, good, and then this third one is when you kind of would go in and make them make havoc. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Let's say you have an opponent that's just running the whole time, right? Running. It'd be the same type of ordeal, right? Would you just kind of like slowly come in?
I close the distance. If they start circling me, so you start circling, I'm just gonna go for the leg kick. Boom. I'll stop you, move it off the front leg.
Gotcha.
Right? If you go that way, I'll keep the inside here.
So one last thing I also had a question about, right? And I feel like a lot of people feel like they're out of range, right? And obviously I can imagine for a opponent that's like a little less longer than your opponent, how do you do it? Because I've seen some people where they're like, they'll walk in normally, right, and then just get beat up and jabbed up. Because there's a few guys that are shorter over here that like when they just walk in, you can see what they're doing. You just step back. How do you kind of hide your movement? Do you really hide it?
Yeah, so
fades like
you have to feint. Yeah, so you have to really walk in. And make your body a little twitchy. Make some hand movement.
Okay.
You come up top, drop the low. Just make them think. Turn your hip a little bit.
So when you're slowly feinting, you're kind of slowly getting.
Yeah, close it, you inch it in slowly.
Oh, all right.
It'll take a lot of energy. That's why you won't don't make too much feint move where you don't use too much energy. It's enough to close the distance.
Gotcha. Okay, so feints, that makes sense. Because sometimes I feel like when I'm sparring you, like it seems like I'm here, and then like 3 movements later, you're like right here. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I don't have enough time to come back out. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Guys, I appreciate all the support you guys can give me. Here's a quick video for you guys to kind of just see and enjoy. Obviously, right? got the crew here. Any words of words? Anything you have to say to anybody that wants to start? I have a lot of like new guys that want to start Muay Thai. They don't know if they're too old. They don't know if maybe it's too late to start. Should they start? How's a good place to go ahead and find a place? Do you have any recommendations?
Doesn't matter which, how old you are, really. No pain, no gain. Just build the confidence. Get the sweat on. Really, make it as a workout first. If you're thinking serious, competing, train for real. Train with the top guys, spar with the harder guys. Don't just always pick on the smaller guys. You only get better when you spar with people who are a lot better than you. Sure.
Yeah, and guys, don't get discredited. If you guys watch some of the channel, you guys will see that I almost quit Muay Thai like at month 3 because I got fucking beat up a bunch of times. And guys, it's an ego game. You have to take your ego out of it. And again, if you're working with good sparring partners and you have good coaches, then you won't really feel like a piece of shit, or you won't feel so down at the end of training, and you'll feel pretty good. So
everybody, don't worry. Everybody.
Yeah, everyone feels like that. So, all right, guys, appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video.